Oh, we can believe this. Our power, I'll be a Howard, Wadamashak Yawashai, gave us these records and told us step by step what will happen in the last days, pursuant to Joel, the 3rd chapter, onward down. I will draw them in the valley of Jehoshaphat and plead. Plead means to judge. For my people Israel, Yasharallah, right? Sons of the power. And that's what you see playing out right now, right? Wars, rumors of wars, and eventually the Third World War, which I believe we're stepping into, right? And I, through the Spirit of the Lord, I did the video like around 2018, 2019. So I remember like 8 years ago, right? Through the Spirit of the Lord, bringing this out, or what they're going to do, or what they're going to try to do, right? So I'm going to put that video in there. But to show you how the Bible, right? These records right here that nobody wants. This book right here is probably what? $11? Barnes and Nobles, Chapters, Amazon, has more information in it than any book you could read. Once you keep the law, statute, commandments, the knowledge will be bestowed upon you to understand everything that's going on, right? That's why when Matthew, the Lord said, the Mashak said, Matthew 11 chapter, I think it's like the 24th, 25th verse, he said, I, the Lord, right, takes the knowledge and hide it from the prudent and gives it to the babes. We're the babes because we're a low stature society. And the prudent are all these people you see out here, you know, making this, professor that, drawing all these things, because a lot of people don't know what's going on. But we know what's going on. If you're in the truth and you've been tallying with this thing and fighting with this thing and keeping the Shabbats and keeping the Passovers and keeping Day of Atonement and Purim and everything else, the Lord has given us insights what's about to go down, right? That Bible right there, none shall have his mate. Even over there, when it comes to the Quran, right? And Muslims beefing and going back and forth. Ask a Muslim, where in your records it says Christ coming back? They're going to try to play in Surah, I believe it's Surah 3 and 35, 45 around there. It tells you how the Christ, right? They call him Isa, son of Maryam, peace be upon him, is coming back to fight the one-eyed Dajjal, which is the Hashatan, right? So now we know what that really is. That's going to Babylon the Great. And then while you deal with them, because my friend, he's trying to battle with me back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I was cleaning them up. Then he's like, yeah. So I said, what is he going to do when he come back? Christ, he's just going to be like a farmer, which is pursuant to, I believe it's in Isaiah, where they're going to beat their plowshares and the pruning hook. So we know that. Then I asked him, what else is going to do? No. Oh, okay. I don't want to say he's going to rule. Okay, we got you. We got you. We know what he's going to do when he comes back. He's coming to rule this planet in righteousness. And the Lord, the Mashak Yahushua, also stated that nobody is going to be ruling on this planet other than him. And so then I asked him, I said, check this out. If your Quran says that Muhammad is the last prophet, and you don't look at Christ as a son of God, you look at him as a prophet, and he's coming back, how could Muhammad be the last prophet? That's a chokehold when y'all talking to them. Hit them with that, brothers and sisters. But without further ado, I'm going to hit y'all this video. I think it was like roughly 8 years ago. Prophesying now through the Spirit of the Lord. All praise and honor to Abba Yahweh Shai. And you're going to see what's going to play out right to this day. All praise.
Let's show you what we got. See these records? This is CNN, NBC, RT. We already know what's going to happen before it's going to happen. We need you to tell us on that fake media network that you do sorcery on. These records tell us everything is going to happen. Elon Musk warns U.S. generals to prepare for space warfare. Now, why is Elon Musk telling them that? Let's see what he goes on in this article and says. Mr. Musk said he hoped the U.S. Space Force, notice that's highlighted, will result in a fleet of spacecraft similar to that found in Star Trek. Now that's for the elite. ... He claimed that the Pentagon's most expensive weapons systems Lockheed Martin, which is in Maryland, F-35 jet should have competitor in order to prevent the U.S. military from falling behind other countries like China, which is that's the message for the sheep. No. What did the fleet of Star Trek have? They had interstellar spaceships. He's saying, listen, what we got is in preparation for what's coming. So what they do is they hide their message in plain view. Notice this message, how they written, is highlighted, and after Star Trek is ... which tells you the person who's writing the article knows what he's writing about. That's how they write coded in front of your face.
All right, we're going to read Isaiah 66, verse 15. But let's dive into 14 for a little bit. And ye shall see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb, and the hand of the Lord shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation towards enemies. Now, Christianity will never want to read these records right here, because these are not feel-good records. Now, the Lord's enemies is in Psalms 83, from verses 2 to 7. You could go read that and get the gist of that. But for the video's sake, we're going to read verses 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger. And that's what indignation is, right? Righteous anger. With fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by the fire and by the sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. You know, people like that, all nations, but they don't like these when they say judgment is coming for everyone. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. Trust and believe that thing. It's not going to be no milk and cookies day. There's going to be a day of vengeance.
The saints are the ones from the covenant of the Most High. Psalms 50 and 5, Psalms 149 and 17 tells you who the saints are. This is what's coming to the earth. That virus is not the end all be all. It's going to use to crash the market and usher in a new currency. Whether it be digital, crypto, whatever, who cares? After that, they're going to try to get the world under one order. It's not going to work. War is coming. Prepare yourselves. In the midst of that war, Yahweh Shai and angels are coming to annihilate everyone on this earth and set up a new rulership. That is the emergency broadcast I'm bringing to you today.